Welcome to the Selling Southport podcast. I'm Andrew Wright, Principal of Professionals Southport since 2008. Real estate isn't just my career, it's my passion. With decades of experience, I know what it takes to succeed in the property market, especially here in Southport. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, lease or invest, you can count on me and my team to deliver strategies that maximise your returns. Let's dive into today's episode and get you one step closer to your property goals. Hi, I'm Andrew Wright from Professionals Southport, and welcome back to another episode of Selling Southport. If you're getting ready to sell your home, one of the earliest and most important decisions you'll need to make is this: should I go with a big name real estate agency or a smaller boutique firm? Now, I've been in real estate here in Southport for about 20 years, and I've seen this decision trip up plenty of sellers who just aren't sure what the difference really is, or what matters most when choosing. So in this episode, I'm going to walk you through the pros and cons of both big banner agencies and boutique firms, and give you a local's perspective on what works best right here in Southport. Big banner agencies like Professionals, LJ Hooker, Ray White and Hardcourts are part of a recognised national or even international network. They typically have large teams, a broad marketing reach and a recognisable brand behind them. Boutique agencies, on the other hand, are smaller, often locally owned businesses. They may only operate within a specific suburb or city pocket and often pride themselves on offering a more personal touch. At first glance, both sound like they have their advantages, and they do. But when it comes to selling your home, the right choice depends on what you value the most and what's likely to work best for your particular property. The first and most obvious benefit of a big agency: brand recognition. People know the name. When you list your property with a well-known brand, there's an immediate level of trust. Buyers and sellers alike tend to feel more confident dealing with a name they've seen before. At Professionals Southport, we see this play out all the time, especially with out-of-town buyers who may not be familiar with the area. That brand recognition helps build credibility from day one. Then there's marketing power. Big agencies have access to serious resources, national campaigns, high visibility listings on sites like realestate.com.au and domain.com.au, advanced digital marketing tools and larger databases of active buyers. At Professionals, we also have access to targeted Facebook and Instagram campaigns, internal buyer match systems, and the ability to promote listings across multiple offices. In a market like Southport, where there's often strong buyer interest from interstate and even overseas, this kind of reach makes a real difference. Another major advantage is network. Big agencies have broader teams and referral networks, which means more agents promoting your property and a larger pool of buyers being reached. That can mean faster results and stronger competition when it counts. And finally, there's technology and data. From real-time market analytics to buyer behaviour tracking, big banner agencies often invest in platforms that smaller offices simply can't match. That means sharper pricing strategies, smarter marketing, and fewer surprises during your marketing campaign. Big agencies aren't always perfect. One concern people sometimes raise is personalisation. In a larger agency, there's the perception that you might become just another listing, that your agent could be juggling too many properties and you might not get the one-on-one attention you want. And it's a fair concern, but I'll say this: it comes down to the agent you choose, not just the agencies. At Professionals Southport, our whole team is structured around personal service. Each seller works directly with their lead agent, often me, and our admin and marketing support just ensures everything runs smoothly behind the scenes. So yes, we're part of a large brand, but the experience is still very local, very hands-on, and very relationship focused. Some people also worry about rigid systems in big agencies, limited flexibility on fees or marketing strategies. And again, this varies. We always tailor the approach based on the property, the seller, and the goals. Now, what about boutique agencies? Boutique firms can absolutely have their place, and they bring a few strengths on the table too. For one, personalised service. With smaller teams, clients often deal with the principal directly from start to finish. Some sellers find comfort in that, especially if it's their first time selling, or they need more hand-holding through the process. Boutique firms also tend to have deep local roots, and if you've got a super niche property or you're targeting a very specific buyer pool, that local focus can help. They're also known for flexibility, from custom campaigns to unique marketing ideas that don't always follow the mainstream. But of course, there are trade-offs. Smaller agencies often don't have the reach, no national database, limited advertising budget, less presence on high-traffic websites. They may not have the same level of technology, which can affect how quickly and effectively they respond to market changes. And with fewer agents, there can be less capacity to run multiple open homes, follow up with buyers quickly, or manage large-scale campaigns. So what works best in a place like Southport? Well, I'm biased, but in a region like Southport, where the market includes everything from waterfront apartments and duplexes to TSS family homes, CBD townhouses, you need scale and local knowledge working together. That's why being part of Professionals Southport really does offer the best of both worlds. You get the power and reach of a recognised brand, the tech, data and buyer network of a large agency, and a hands-on, hyper-local team that lives and works right here in Southport. We're in the community at Australia Fair Shopping Centre daily, grabbing coffee in Shern Park, and we also know how to launch a listing that hits realestate.com.au within hours of getting the professional photography edited. Here's my take. As someone who's worked in both worlds, if you're selling something high-end or unique and you want a boutique, one-on-one experience with a local expert, then sure, a boutique agency might suit you. But if you want maximum exposure, better marketing tools, a larger pool of buyers, and a team that combines experience with structure, then a big banner agency like Professionals Southport is the smart choice. Especially when the agent you're dealing with has about 20 years of Southport-specific experience behind them. At the end of the day, there's no single best option for everyone. It all comes down to your goals, your property, and the kind of campaign you want to run. But I will say this, if you're leaning towards a big agency because you want more exposure, stronger systems, and a team that knows how to get results without losing the personal touch, then we should talk. I'd be happy to walk you through exactly how we'd approach your sale, from marketing to negotiation, and what makes our model at Professionals Southport so effective. Thanks for listening. I'm Andrew Wright, and this has been Selling Southport. If you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to share it on or send to someone who's thinking of selling their property in the area. And if you've got questions, you know where to find me. See you next time. Thanks for listening to the Selling Southport podcast. I hope today's episode has given you some valuable insights and practical advice on the local real estate market. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, lease or invest, I'm here to share my extensive experience and guide you every step of the way. If you have any questions or want to discuss your next property move, don't hesitate to reach out. Your success is my priority. Stay tuned for more expert tips and updates on the Southport property scene.